My name is Alana, and this is my YouTube channel called Celiac in the Kitchen. I have celiac disease, and I'm also allergic to tree nuts and especially peanuts. To explain what celiac disease is, here is a definition from the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases. Celiac disease is a digestive disease that damages the small intestine and interferes with absorption of nutrients from food. If untreated or exposed to wheat a lot over a certain amount of time, it can lead to cancer, hair loss, diabetes, infertility, anemia, and osteoporosis. People who have celiac disease cannot tolerate gluten, a protein in wheat, rye, malt, and barley. Gluten is found mainly in foods, but may also be found in everyday products, such as medicines, vitamins, and lip balms. When people with celiac disease eat foods or use products containing gluten, their immune system responds by damaging or destroying villi, the tiny finger-like protrusions lining the small intestine. Villi normally allow nutrients from food to be absorbed into the bloodstream. Without healthy villi, a person becomes malnourished, no matter how much food one eats. Celiac disease is genetic, meaning it runs in families. Sometimes the disease is triggered or becomes active for the first time after surgery, pregnancy, childbirth, viral infection, or severe emotional stress. More than 2 million people in the U.S. have the disease, or about 1 in 133 people. Many people think that if someone says they're gluten-free, that they are doing it for attention or to lose weight. Being gluten-free or having celiac disease is a real thing, and it's not just for attention or to lose weight. Many people don't realize what gluten is or what foods may contain gluten. Gluten can be found in many different things, some being obvious like pizza, breads, and pastries. Some of the unusual products containing gluten include soy sauce, marinades, soups, gravy, and Play-Doh. That's why people with celiac have to be so careful what they eat and even what they play with. Being gluten-free eliminates all those products, which knocks out all the good stuff. Except nowadays, there's so much out there in markets and restaurants to eat. There are many different cake mixes, breads, snacks, and breakfast foods. 5 years ago, when I was diagnosed, it was much harder to go out to eat and cook for yourself. But now there are so many more brands and places to eat that it doesn't make it difficult to go places and do things. Many restaurants have gluten-free menus now. Because of this, I can live a healthy and happy life. However, I still do need to be careful and cautious of what I put in my mouth. Many restaurants say that their products are gluten-free, but they're really not. Cross-contamination is when something that starts off as gluten-free is prepared on equipment that has had gluten products in it. Deep fryers are a big problem. An example is, most french fries are gluten-free because it's potatoes. But once they put it in a fryer with gluten-filled products like chicken tenders, then they are no longer gluten-free. Also, if you put a piece of gluten-free bread in a toaster that has had regular bread in it, then it is no longer gluten-free. Most people wouldn't think about cross-contamination, but it can be pretty dangerous to someone who has celiac disease. It's also very difficult to explain to friends in restaurants about having celiac. I usually just say that I'm gluten-free because it's much easier to explain. Lots of people have never even heard of celiac disease. The longer you've been gluten-free, the easier it gets, even if it may seem hard at first. Now that you know more about celiac disease and the effects it can have on a person, please watch my cooking videos to learn what it's like to cook gluten-free.